Hi guys, so in this BORA episode I'm going to be talking to you about the MSR Hubba Hubba 2-person. So it's a great tent. This is the first time that I've used it. We've been using it for a 24-hour event here in these woods. So far it's very water repellent, which is good. There's loads of water droplets on there, hasn't leaked through. It was quite a cold night. I believe it got down to around 5 degrees. Which for the spring, I know it doesn't look very spring-like today. It's quite cold, but I was nice and warm in there with all my equipment. But the sole purpose of today will be, I'm going to pack this all away, I'm going to put it in its bag, and I'm going to show you just as like a scale what it looks like in the Arc'teryx BORA. So at the minute in the BORA, we've got it nearly packed out. Just one more thing, and that is the tent. I'm going to put the tent in there in a minute. But I'll just give you a little rundown as to what I've got in here so far. I've got 2 water bottles on the side. In this front compartment here, I've got 3 different layers. I have a Patagonia insulation layer. I've just got a shirt in there to change into. I've got my Arc'teryx Atom to keep me nice and warm during the night. And then in the main compartment, although you won't be able to see, I've got my cooking equipment, my ground mat, I've got a second pair of trousers, second pair of socks, and some cans of food. Now cans of food, they're not ideal, they do weigh you down quite a fair bit, but generally speaking they're cheap, they're easy to cook, last a very long time, and they're a bit more hearty than some of the ration packs that you get, some of the Wayfarer packs that you can buy out there. But really they're just affordable and they don't really take up much space either. The only downside is the weight. Talking of weight, the MSR is pretty lightweight. It's 1.6 kilos, which compared to most tents it's ultralight pretty much. I was torn between the Freelite and the Hubba Hubba, but in the end I figured the Hubba Hubba is just a bit more of a sturdy shape. I mean, looking at it, it's more like a dome. The Freelite is more like a triangle, I guess. Plus people said that they've had issues with the Freelite because it's so lightweight. It's literally half the weight of this tent. They've had issues in storms, in the wind and things like that. So I just went all out on the Hubba Hubba. So it is it's a 2-person tent. We have 2 vestibules, so we have this triangular area here, and then on the other side it mirrors it, so it's the same again. It would be a tight squeeze for 2 people. It's good for me and my backpack, so I tend, if it's a wet night and if it's a cold night, I tend not to store my backpack in the vestibule. I keep it in the tent with me. Reason being is I have extra layers in there that I don't want to get compromised by the damp, by the wet, by the wind. Plus I have electronic equipment in there, such as camera equipment. I just don't want any chance of any damp getting in there, so just for that extra bit of protection I keep my bag in the tent with me. As it starts to get a bit warmer, so as we go into April, May, June, and then obviously throughout the summer, that bag will be in one of the vestibules, and I might not even need the rain fly during those months, as really that just keeps the rain off, keeps the insects away, and lowers the amount of light pollution, I guess. So that is the MSR Hubba Hubba, and now I'm going to pack it away and put it in the BORA BORA. So this is the Hubba Hubba, completely compact down. We got some compression straps on the side of the bag here. Clip that, you can tighten it up. Overall, it's, like I said, it is 1.6 kg. So it is very, very lightweight. But it's quite a nice pack down size, to be fair. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what the actual size of the pack down size is, but that's what it looks like in comparison to my torso. And then I'm going to be showing as a scale where I put it in my BORA, and like the scale compared to the bag. So compared to the bag, roughly it's just below the minimum pack size, because obviously we can extend this pack right up to about there, because all that unfolds. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using this side compartment, because on my camping equipment, I would find the one thing that I want to get out quickly and first is my shelter. I've got food and stuff packed more towards the top, and then obviously my layers are in a completely different compartment. I want to grab those very quick, unzip it, I can grab what I need straight out of there. But the side compartment, I want my tent and my shelter to be right there. Got that pushed in, and we can zip it all the way up. Just like that. Bit up the side. Press that right down. On that side. Tighten it all the way up. Just like that. And put the lid back on. Just like that. So overall it's quite heavy packed because I've got extra food, I've got extra layers. It's that weird kind of season where you're packing almost for winter and for summer at the same time. Always check your weather app obviously, but we weren't expecting rain last night and yet it tipped it down completely all night. We were expecting it to be warm weather and it wasn't. So got to pack for anything that you can. There shouldn't be really any free space in a pack. I believe you should always be packing it to maximum capacity or minimum capacity, I guess. You don't want any dead space in there. But that is pretty much a full camping kit out in the Arc'teryx BORA. So this is the 65 litre next to the regular height as well. So yeah, that is today's video on the Arc'teryx BORA.